You know, those early jungle fights with Talia, with Zinza, with Alistair, they're going to be playing towards those, and it should come to the surprise of no one that I think that this game will be decided in like the first 4 fights.
Like you say, with that flash available is always deadly if Diablo steps up too far.
Oh, even a single ricochet, very scary now.
Yeah.
If Diablo dies there, obviously the lane is in shambles, but instead he gets to drink his pots. And now aiming is actually at a decent risk. There's no summoners available though, so this will be very telegraphed.
Yeah.
He should be able to hit 2 if they'll let him.
Well, the hook is going to come through here as Kellen is going to try and walk this one out. This is kind of embarrassing and weird. It's a bit of a strange scenario. As the headbutt comes through, there's the flash forward. Aiming kind of gets caught on minions, but still gets that first blood. The back comes through. Seismic shove by hoovering up the rocks.
He's kind of like, I can do that myself. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
But it allows him
make
to
a
get
mess.
Yeah, allows him to get in range. As we do have the classic Zinzao top dive.
Yeah, Shiu going to try and hold these minions. Flashes to get himself away as Raptor tanks up the turret just beautifully. BNK are on the board.
That trade he knows as well with the Hex Drinker done for clear. And as it turns out, that topside play, they got Lucid's flash, but Lucid got the, Lucid and Showmaker, I should say, then got the follow-up collapse onto Vikla as a punish for his attempted roam. Already the ward clear, I feel like if he didn't clear the ward, he probably could have just walked back to lane and be fine. And it's going to be 2 grubs going over to DK, and a single one going over to BNK.
That, extraordinarily long-lived Camp Drake, yeah. And Dundun told us that it's pretty scary. This is also scary, though, as aiming, looking to try and take down the cow, but Beryl is also in trouble. Diablo now flashing to follow Beryl, who decided that he wanted to go into that brush to die. And now Raptor's coming in, but Diablo's in so much trouble. The barriers come through, and there is the auto to pick it up. Not sure about the flash there from aiming, but picking up a double feels fantastic.
Yeah, I think aiming flashed there to ensure he would have gotten the kill, right? Like, he knows he's dead. He sees the Zinzao. As we know, was just a little bit too... He would have... he already got the kill.
Yep.
Yeah. And there, aiming...
Oh.
He does have to pay with his life as the hook buffer, but he doesn't have flash.
Yeah, he's still very dead. So Beryl is going to die. It's Kellen that locks down that kill. It's Mortal Kombat.
If only he had flash.
Also being a positive, but we don't know how that occurred.
I think that was just a trap being set up, right? And looking, they got the dragon, so that might have just been a...
Oh, teleport's coming in here.
Raptor.
Yeah, could be in a lot of trouble. Does have the Crescent Guard. May need to use it. We'll see whether he does. As he doesn't, he just slinks away. Not necessarily out of the woods just yet, because Beryl has come back from the dead and is now looking to take him down. Yeah, that Crescent ain't guarding anything. Back up, though. Now the Leandris is completed for Shiu. More of Malmortius going to get a lot of value as, hook going to connect here onto Diablo. Does stop the ulti, but does do a lot of damage here as aiming. Wall comes down. Nice seismic shove as they're looking for the dive. The barrier gets so much done, though, and Vikla is just dead. Kellen now looking for the wraparound, finds a headbutt hold. Wind becomes lightning as aiming is just standing his ground, but he will die in the end. Beryl goes down as well, and BNK avenge their mid laner.
Actually, a huge win there for BNK. It looked like with Vikla unceremoniously dying, the play was a bit of a disaster.
Allows things to stay relatively even as Beryl is throwing a hook at Clear.
He's winning, 4 levels down.
As he generally would. Aiming is also Valkyrieing towards him. Raptor's going to turn up, and Beryl may just be dead, guys. Yeah, public execution going to come on through. And it was definitely an execution. Do you know what he was doing, though? Buying time.
No,
so they could take the dragon.
Yeah, but in the brush.
But he demonstrated that he had the commitment to die for the cause. And sometimes that's even more important.
We're quite deep here, BNK.
Yeah, Raptor is pretty far forward. Does like to use his ultimate and is going to do so again. Kellen may need to use his as well, and he does so as we're going between the worlds. And she was just going to put the cow in the ground, aiming now Valkyrieing after Clear, who flashes away. And Lucid going to have to disengage from this one as Diablo does turn up. Now Raptor's coming back around, but remember, he doesn't have the ulti anymore. The flash forward from aiming will secure the kill onto the Zinzao. Now the wall is going to serve as disengage. And Shiu is going to buffer that one nicely. Beryl, if you had hit that hook, you would be dead.
Been enough. You know, we just take those sums, but we gotta keep going, Atlas.
Time for a Herald team fight, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're doing. Everyone grouped up and ready to go. Got some ultis just about to come back up. Shiu doesn't quite have his yet, and he may not be able to use it because he's so close to dead. Between Worlds does finally go down, though, as he's bouncing between a picks up a double! And he just needed to wait those couple of seconds, and that was enough as DK run over the fight, and they're looking for the Herald as well. That could have been a big deal, but...
I'm just shocked you haven't claimed that one for Beryl yet, because it was his redemption that actually kept him alive. Yeah, so his rocks are already primed the other way. As we take another look here.
One. And actually just has it up when he needs it. Pretty impressive.
Good use of the stealth there as well. And with Leandri, she do so much damage in the early fights. And this was one of Shiu's biggest weaknesses.
For an angle here, speaking of angles, Showmaker gonna have to get over that wall as the turret goes down. Very nicely played there. As aiming has done the most damage in the game.
I don't know about Rise Group.
Yeah, I like that we're applying some Legend Group knowledge, thinking, you know, to this Rise Group game. But now Kellen could find himself in a bunch of trouble. Wow! Aiming's burst damage, just absurd. And Kellen...
Fortunately. And everyone is also not running Aftershock. So I'm going to say, and give a charitable interpretation and say, it's the muscle memory from years of Aftershock and building tanky items, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't have 6 kills.
Yeah, the coal makes a big difference there.
Yep.
As well as the plates. That
Beryl. Beryl.
Well, that's actually a big deal. They could try and make an Otacon play off of that.
Well, now we've also got Aiming possibly getting caught out of position here as Diablo. Oh my god, the damage here from Aiming doesn't find the rocket, but still gets the kill onto Diablo.
A big trap as Showmaker. I was kind of expecting him to maybe wait and try and set up something, but the poke is going to come through. Yeah,
there is the seismic shove onto Lucid, trying to get his health back, and in goes Clear, finding an angle onto Showmaker right now. Diablo so incredibly low though, and Clear can't frontline, and now it's Aiming finding the double with the rocket. This guy is really on form today. Aiming is just so bloodthirsty.
And it feels like so many of DK's...
okay, Showmaker's like, oh, I like this fighting thing. Oh, okay.
I'm involved!
PvP! Okay!
So that's Soul. That might very well just be game, which is a little bit anticlimactic, but let me break that down. For DK in particular, so many of their fights, this split, have been either Barrow or Lucid goes in, gets focused, and dies. And then the fight is just over. And they've learned to harness that power. Because they get out of it. We actually saw Nongshim do this yesterday, as I'm sure Beryl is just gonna go down here.
Well, he's fighting 2 people. Showmaker is looking to make his way over. Beryl will flash towards him here, but Raptor's still gonna be able to finish him off. Jungle for support, probably worthwhile if they're able to get this kill. As Crescent Guard comes on through and Showmaker is able to lock that one down. Now Lucid's found Kellen, who does press the R button early. You love to see it. Gets the headbutt back onto Lucid as well, who flashes out of the way to avoid being shoved to his death. Oh man, this comp does so much damage to Baron as well. It's kind of obscene.
It is. As attempted, that's Aurora, guys.
Yep. And he is just going to go between the worlds here. Vikla does pop off the wall, but that seismic shove left a lot to be desired. In the meantime, the Baron will be taken down, and Clear finds himself in such an awkward position. Diablo, wow, it's a battle for who can be in the most awkward position. Diablo's going to take the award just after getting another reward today. That's pretty cool. As Kellen, he's also dead, and Showmaker going to finish that one off, sends his Sand Soldiers forward.
It does feel like in this first game, a little bit of a back and forth early on. And credit again, I think, to the fact that Vikla was able to make a much bigger impact than Showmaker. But when it got to the actual fights, it wasn't really ever close. I feel like the 5v5s have been, and the skirmishes have been very in favor. As, oh my god, Shiu just went Storm Surge.
4,000 gold Rebel Baron power play. That is going to put the gold lead at 8,000. They have everything. This is, like... In 3 minutes' time, there is the possibility... Okay, Raptor is, not Crescently guarding very much of anything at all. As the rocks do go down, Aiming does try and get him. Oh my god, okay! Boom goes the Dynamite. Vikla also about to die as well, but Aiming could be in trouble, finds a triple, the Pulverize to take him down. Beryl is likely to die as well, but the Emperor's Divide is finally going to come in, and that is going to spell the end of this fight. The ace comes through for DK, and they can walk through that top door to get themselves the win.
And that is, you get Aiming, but you give up everything. Unfortunately for BNK, and BNK, credit to them, they're always going to be looking for an angle.
Yeah.
And in this game, unfortunately, I think there weren't a lot of good angles. At this point, had to try, and game number 1, I think as close and clean and calculated as we're going to get between these two teams.
I would say so.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.